In the production of 5 Easy Pieces, we have made every effort to reproduce the colors accurately. However, individual television sets, as well as your own perception and interpretation of color, may influence the colors you will see. To maintain authenticity and a realistic image, the following program has been videotaped without the aid of soft focus or filters. Consell presents Judith Rasband, certified home economist and director of the Consell Institute of Image Management. Consultant to individuals and industry, Judith is the author of numerous articles, text and trade books on fashion and image topics, as well as companion video programs including Look Changers. She's taught fashion and textiles in secondary schools and universities, as well as image-related seminars for corporate and convention groups. Relax now with Judith as she shows you how to look terrific, save time and money too, in 5 Easy Pieces, the strategy in action.
Welcome. I'm glad you're going to join me for 5 Easy Pieces Part 2. In the privacy of your own home via video, I'll give you additional information, more about how to plan, expand, and update your wardrobe and clusters. This simple wardrobe strategy enables you to look terrific as you create more outfits with fewer clothes, save time, energy, and money too. The many examples and wardrobe clusters you're going to see in this video will visually reinforce the guidelines introduced in 5 Easy Pieces Part 1. Seeing these clusters will inspire you with ideas and increase your confidence to get started on clusters of your own. I'll include fashion concepts, hints, and tips you can adapt and apply to your own wardrobe. You can reap the rewards of dressing well, not by chance, but by design. You can save yourself time, energy, money, and needless anxiety about your appearance. You can look and feel simply beautiful whenever you want to, whenever it's important to the achievement of your goals. The program is divided into convenient, color-coded sections that makes finding specific sections fast and easy. You might want to watch the program one section at a time, pause for a longer look, or go back and review the guidelines in your favorite clusters anytime you want to refresh your memory or fire your own imagination. Let's review. The cluster concept is an easy, effective way to build a versatile wardrobe, one small coordinated group of clothes at a time, in a cluster. A cluster is simply a small group of coordinated clothes, planned for 5 to 8 easy pieces of clothing, top and bottom pieces. Select pieces that are basic, simple in style, lines, and shape. Select pieces that go together, pieces that work with at least 2 other pieces. Select pieces that are distinctly different from one another. No 2 pieces should be alike, leading to an interesting variety of different-looking outfits. Select accessories that go with the clothes, basic accessories first, to change, finish, and polish the total look. Gradually, over the months and years, you can expand one larger cluster to meet all of your wardrobe needs, or create several smaller clusters for your separate roles or varied occasions. Color is a critical element in cluster planning because it provides an obvious link between the separate pieces of clothing and you. So, to begin a new cluster of clothes, you should look first for something to inspire the color scheme of the cluster. Begin by looking in your closet. Look for a wonderful pattern, a print, stripe, or plaid that you love and feel comfortable or compatible with, like you could wear it forever. A pattern that communicates the theme, the mood, or message you want to project. The artist or designer has already done the hard part of creating a color scheme. In Part 1, you saw these separates, paired with royal blue in a raw silk noil. Blue in the pattern pulls the pieces together, makes them look like they belong together. If I want to take the red-orange separates in a different color direction, I simply pull out another color, in this case the olive green. This leads to quite a different finished look. Build to 5 easy pieces that work together, and you're on your way to a whole new cluster. The colors in the pattern inspire ideas to build on, to add on, and expand the cluster gradually, over time. Colors in the skirt repeat Susan's hair, eye, and warm cheek coloring. Let's go quickly over the color concept presented in 5 Easy Pieces Part 1 and the ways to make it work. Remember to become part of the color scheme with your clothes and cosmetics. First, repeat and take your personal coloring down into your clothing. Second, repeat and take a clothing color up, onto or near your face. Florence created her own pattern on this t-shirt, taking her eye color and lip color down into the clothes, bright blue and pink with fuchsia and burgundy added. The colors come right back up in her selection of earrings and makeup. Decide what clothes you're going to wear before you put on your makeup, so that you know what colors to choose to harmonize with your clothes. Like the Women in 5 Easy Pieces, Part 1, you can plan and build your cluster of clothes around the colors in the pattern. But in picking a pattern, how do you know if the fabric pattern is a good one, or good for you? Let me give you a few guidelines or characteristics of a well-designed pattern. In general, the beauty and quality of a pattern depends on the individual shapes or motifs within the pattern and on their relationship to each other. Granted, what we believe to be beautiful is very individual, very personal, but the following general guidelines apply in most cases. Now, don't worry about remembering exactly each printed guideline, but do remember your first impression and your feelings about the patterns you're going to see. Those feelings will serve you very well in the future. The subject matter or theme of a pattern needs to be pleasing. Flowers, geometric and abstract patterns are more easily suitable motifs on fabric. Individual shapes or motifs need to look like they belong together and communicate the same theme or message. Table legs, tennis shoes, turnips, or toads are not the most pleasing shapes or objects to adorn our clothes. They can be distracting, even disturbing. Terrific, just what I want. Cowboys butchering a calf on my chest. This fabric looks more like an old paint cloth. There are times when all eyes should be on you, not on a face on your clothes. Printed words don't fare any better. The eye is distracted and the mind is preoccupied with trying to read the words. Roses and bows should work well together, but not these. The rose looks softly romantic and the bow is a sportive plaid. They don't belong together. The argyle shape in the sweater and the smaller diamond print in the pants are really good looking, and in wardrobe neutrals no less. You'll get your money's worth out of a pattern like this. In a quality pattern, the subject matter is stylized rather than realistic or photographic. The paisley motif is really a stylized leaf. Motifs in this jacket may be flowers, but the artist or the designer has used imagination and creativity to change the way they look. The pattern is a wonderful blend of strong yet feminine lines, made so with a stylized look of crewel stitch embroidery. Poor quality clothing patterns often try to look like an exact copy of something, too much like a photograph. Now this would make great fabric for a sleeping bag, but not for clothes. Outstanding patterns come in an infinite variety. Some are simple and others more complex. Here's a dynamic mix of stylized geometric shapes. The designer has certainly added something original. Made artistically more interesting in line and shape, these soft rayon separates have visual appeal. You enjoy looking at the pattern again and again. This unique pattern lends itself to unique styling. For the woman who wears these pieces, there's a wealth of colors to build on in seasons to come. As you can see, when 2 or more motifs are used in a pattern, there is well-balanced, harmonious variety in the size and shape of the motifs. 2 or more motifs in the same size become monotonous or fight for attention. Here, the fuchsia-colored square shape competes with the diamond shape woven into the fabric. And here, too many flowers are too much the same size. They fight for attention. Large daisies completely overpower small daisy motifs. This looks more like a bullseye target. Nothing flattering about this print. This mixed media print blouse manages to combine size and shape very nicely. Better to combine large motifs with medium, or medium with small, so the difference is not so great. There's a pleasing relationship between the motifs and the background of a quality pattern. The background space is interesting in itself. The background is larger or smaller than the motifs, but not the same size. In this example, the background is too large. The paisley motifs are spaced so far apart they look more like amoebas floating amid a sea of dots. Here, the flowers float too far apart on the blue background. But stylized flowers in this oriental jacket are spaced so that they drift delicately across the background, leading you from one motif to another. And this leads us naturally into the next guideline. A quality pattern looks flat and stable with motifs arranged in an orderly, rhythmic manner. This rose print is as lovely now as it was 10 years ago, in a color scheme that goes beyond ordinary. It's one worth building around. But these rose prints never had a chance. The flowers appear spotty, almost three-dimensional in effect. Large scale or small, they appear to rise up or jump off the background. They're jumpy, jerky, pulled back and forth between motifs. You'll see this effect time and time again on floral, dot, stripe, and abstract patterns. If nothing else, they ought to keep you awake. But take pity on the person who has to look at you. Pass them up. Pass on any pattern that appears to jump, wave, wiggle, or vibrate. This one will give you a headache in a hurry. Do people really wear these? You bet they do. I saw a woman wearing this and bought it off her back just to show you. The colors are wonderful and tempt many people to buy the shirt, but those are big, bright pink flowers and they sit a foot off the surface of the stripes. If you see someone walking toward you wearing this, you're going to say, "Whoa," and step back yourself. Now, this is not to say that you can't combine stripes and flowers in a print. You can. But the colors must be more subtle, with less contrast, and the stripes more varied in size. These stylized flowers work well with stripes. There are no right colors or wrong colors, only colors well or poorly used, and therein lies the art of design in dress. Now this one's just plain scary. White raindrops overcrowd and rise off the black background. If that isn't enough, unrelated red and green geometric shapes are superimposed for a three-dimensional effect. Look for a pattern that lets your eye move smoothly around the pattern. Vertical stripes carry your eye up and down and from color to color in a continuously rhythmic movement throughout the fabric. Every print is not for everybody. A pattern that works with the wearer works best. Even a well-designed pattern won't work if it doesn't suit your age, your figure, your coloring, and your personality. Kitty cats, rabbits, pink pigs, and teddy bears may be delightful on children's clothing, but not on core clothing for adult women. Large-scale patterns can overpower a small-figured woman. Large women can carry most medium to large-sized patterns, and beautifully so, but only in loose-fitting styles. Large circle dots are an exception. This print won't work for anyone except a clown. And look at the optical afterimage as the dots appear to bounce around all over that fabric. A bold print like this will overpower almost any woman. Soften the pattern or include a personal body color with black in a high-quality pattern, and chances are you'll look and feel terrific. The sportive character of a horse and rider or a pheasant print would conflict with the character of a frilly ruffle-necked or puff-sleeve blouse. It works up much better in an equally sportive or man-tailored style piece. A severe-looking pinstripe or bold geometric pattern is fine for a woman with an assertive nature and strong visual presence, but they can overwhelm, intimidate, or conflict with a softer, gentler personality and appearance. A pattern that's right for you suits your age, figure, coloring, and personality. Attractive and interesting patterns are out there in an endless variety. Look in shops and catalogs and you'll find one that suits you, in a style that works for you. Next guideline. Pick a pattern that communicates the message in harmony with the mood and occasion, the place you're going to wear it. Wearing a brightly colored pattern like this can undermine your credibility and your influence in business or community meetings. It didn't work in the 60s and it doesn't work now. On the other hand, a business-like pinstripe or Glen plaid can put a damper on a romantic evening out. Consider where you're going and select a pattern that communicates the impression or message that you want to convey, a pattern that enhances the mood you're in or want to be in. Clothing can do that. And finally, a pattern needs to fit into your existing wardrobe or cluster as the case may be. This one's kind of cute, and they do coordinate, but you won't get far in these. Now this is more what I had in mind, and that takes us right back to where we started, with advice to find a pattern, a print, stripe, or plaid, to inspire the color scheme of an entire cluster of clothes. Take inspiration from wherever you find it, in fabric, this one more sportive, and this one more feminine. In a scarf or jewelry, it works. Let's look back at Susan's skirt. It's a pleasant, stylized flower and leaf pattern, perfectly appropriate for a young woman, with an interesting variety of small to medium-sized shapes that complement Susan's body size and shape. The background is interesting in itself. The gold motif is dominant, but doesn't appear to jump off the surface. The colors in these clothes relate to Susan's personal coloring as well as to her creative personality and color preferences. Her favorite colors include bright colors and muted tones, no pastels. No wonder Susan loves these neutrals in olive green and black, with bold accent colors in yellow gold and red violet. Inspiration enough for a complete cluster of clothes. The smooth fabric texture and simple skirt style don't fight with the busy print. I'd say Susan found a winning pattern. Remember, you'll create a more attractive and uniquely individual image when you become a part of the color scheme with your clothes and your color cosmetics. It works. In a shift away from neon bright colors, here's a cluster of clothes in wardrobe neutrals, namely ivory, light brown, and black. It's a sophisticated color scheme with eye-catching dark light contrast. Inspiration for the cluster originally came from this geometric pattern on the sweater. The medium-sized pattern combines well with this smaller scale pattern in the same colors, featuring stylized plants and animals in a safari-like theme. Look closely. The smaller amount of black background in the printed pattern is as interesting in shape as the lighter plants and animals in the foreground, shapes that lead your eye smoothly from one to another. Pair these pieces with a basic black skirt and you're on your way to building a cluster. Easy to afford, pick up the matching pattern piece at an end-of-season sale. This one's going to make the cluster more interesting and versatile. Pull brown from the patterns and you have 5 pieces. Let's take a look at how easy the pieces are to work with and the number of outfits they deliver. My own makeup sequence was introduced in 5 Easy Pieces, Part 1. So let's move right along. A classic camp shirt and split skirt are perfect styles for a safari theme. Cotton broadcloth and loose, easy fit are comfortable fashion solutions in hot or humid weather. They're wilt-proof, packable, and stylish as well. Simple in line and shape, these clothes leave you room for personal interpretation as you create a style of your own. Here, attention goes to the black belt, centering on a silver buckle that blends with the white in the pattern. When the temperature dips, it's easy to layer with an all-season cotton knit sweater. You'll wear it season after season. Switch skirts for the dressier, more feminine look and feel of a flared skirt. Minus the sweater, the skirt calls for a wider belt. Switch skirts again, this time to a straight line style, and you get 6 looks from 5 easy pieces. Notice how the sweater sets off this black onyx brooch. The question now is, how would you expand this cluster? What would you add on? The cluster needs more tops, a jacket, and maybe slacks. It'll be more interesting with the addition of a lighter color. White is the most obvious, but what about white? It's not for women with small children. It shows every speck of soil. But off-white, in denim, might be durable enough to work. It's an option, and it looks terrific. A scoop neck cotton knit top will more than triple the combinations you can create with these clothes. Smartly sophisticated, yet casual, comfortable, and easy care, pieces like these offer you an attractive alternative to jeans and sweats. Options in the way you dress for the way you live. Again, easy to afford and easy to layer with timeless style that will serve you well season after season, year after year. I could go on with more than 30 different looks, but I want to show you another option in true safari tradition, a white rayon gabardine suit. All white, luminous and luxurious, the fabric is gorgeous and perfect for best dress occasions. 5 pieces in all add up to 8 easy outfits, 4 looks with each top. The silhouette is classic in line and shape, with fabric softness and ease that gently skims the body from head to toe. The look is one of understated elegance. Reminiscent of days gone by, the suit is made to look wonderfully fresh with a simple cotton t-shirt. It's terrific for city dwellers. Switch to the dressier, more feminine look of a rib-knit sweater. Not conservative, but contemporary. The suit adds a certain touch of sophistication to everything it's worn with. Pieces look fashionable longer in your wardrobe simply because they are white. Matte gold jewelry adds an element of interest and sophistication in line, shape, and rich-looking texture. Blonde hair and winter white go together naturally. Wearing white, you make a statement without saying a word. No other color puts you in the spotlight in quite the same way. White sets you apart in a crowd. Here's an elegant touch. This was my father's tuxedo vest when he was a young man and leader of the band. I found it when I was cleaning out a closet in the basement of his home. What a find. And of course, you can trade in your off-white denim for gabardine and start the fashion show all over again. White is as versatile as black, but fresh and inviting. As a wardrobe neutral, white lights up any color you care to wear with it. Tints, shades, and tones. Build a cluster in white, aqua, and light brown. 5 easy pieces in white form the framework to build on. Pieces intermix like magic. Choose what works best for you. Choose any color you like and pair it with white. You get elegance and ease in this tapestry vest and trousers. Wear the vest as an accent piece, or use colors in the pattern as inspiration for a whole new cluster. In olive. In salmon, terracotta, or clay. Call the color what you like, it works. Casual dressing is an American institution. Casual glamour is what you get with a classic V-neck pullover made up in gold metallic yarns. Keep accessories simple. Gold is dazzling on its own. Add tons of jewelry and what you get is overkill. In this case, less is more. The necklace can be equally casual or dressier for a more glamorous effect. But both necklaces include black and remind you of other options for other occasions. Gold is showing up everywhere. Jacket styling is appropriately casual and sportive. Gold adds the glamour. Soft quilted fabric feels luxurious and reflects the light for a look that shimmers and shines. Earrings carry colors up to the face, making you part of the color scheme with the clothes. Even a daytime cluster can be touched with a little shimmer when you want to shine. It's out there, so go for the gold. Give it a try. Accessories in silver, gold, and ivory, as well as black, give you the kind of variety you need. The original clusters both demand basic eyeshadow and mascara, blush and lip color to bring out features lit by white or drained by black. Add new makeup colors as you add new cluster colors to expand your wardrobe. Gold metallics lend themselves to makeup with a little bit of sparkle for evening. Just a touch on the brow bone, high on the cheekbone, or on the collarbone. It's another way to have fun with fashion. Catalogs are excellent sources of education and fashion inspiration. They feature an endless variety of clothing lines, shapes, colors, fabrics, and patterns for varying personal style types, usually with clothes less extreme than those you find in the fashion magazines. Study the pictures. You'll see what's in style and what goes with what. You'll recognize clothing pieces you already own and discover new ways to wear them. Read the commentary. You'll learn while you look. When you start thinking in clusters, you'll be more likely to notice cluster groups in a few catalogs, with pieces assembled from different designers and manufacturers. Catalog clothes come in all prices. You'll learn more about the latest and the best of the new looks from catalogs that carry more expensive clothing. Study the styles, the fabrics, and the colors in combination. You can then recreate the looks you like in less expensive clothes. If you see something you would really like to buy, but the price is higher than you want to pay, mark the page and save the catalog until the sale catalog or next season's catalog comes out. Then call and ask if what you want is still available, on sale. I got this skirt from this catalog company at end of season sale. I called. There were only 2 skirts left, but one was just my size and at nearly half price. I've never been sorry. When you're buying classic pieces, you know you don't have to worry about the item going out of style next season. Pair it with pieces you already have and make plans to add on. Let's see. Ivory blouse, cinnamon rust blouse with a bow on the side, navy blazer, cinnamon colored boot shoes, cinnamon stockings. Ideas just come tumbling out. Ideas come in all sizes, but if you're not sure about size for good fit, then order two. Keep the one that fits and return the one that doesn't. It's worth what it takes to get a great fit. Look at the colors and the color schemes in clothes and accessories. Look at the fabrics and textures. Are they flat or nubby? Crisp or soft? Firm or pliable? Woven or knit? Cluster pieces are out there for every personal style. Page after page to help you visualize the cluster concept. This one's in leather. Like I said, you can build cluster groups for every age. Cluster for men and boys. If you like a color scheme, buy the pattern piece. It might be impossible to find again. Then look for solid color basics. They're relatively easy to find in seasons to come. Keep the catalog page. It shows you what pieces you might add on and what accessories work well. Use your catalogs to practice putting together various kinds of clusters for yourself or someone else. First, find a pattern that inspires you with ideas. Pull the page. Then look for other pieces to fill out that complete cluster plan. Pull those pages and keep looking until you have a cluster of 5, 8, or 12 perfect pieces. Then evaluate how well it works, how perfect the pieces really are. Improve on the pieces if you need to. This exercise is a good way to practice, and it doesn't cost a penny. Now here's another exercise I highly recommend. Start a personal style file. As you look through catalogs and magazines, pull out every picture of clothing and accessories that you like. Put them in a file folder or in a set of folders for future reference. Make a separate file for each garment and accessory type. Periodically sort through your style file and discard any picture that no longer appeals to you. You're bound to look back at some and wonder, now why did I ever like that? Toss it. Gradually, you'll accumulate a collection of pictures that illustrates your needs, your personal preferences. Then later, when you're ready to add new pieces to your wardrobe, your style file will serve as a guide, a visual reminder of clothing parts and pieces that characterize your personal style, giving you a stronger sense of direction as you plan and as you shop. If you can't remember all the pieces in a cluster, or keep track of the outfits a cluster makes, then keep track of them on paper. It helps to plan a cluster on paper before you buy. You can see at a glance the clothes you already have and identify what you need or want. You can test the mix and matchability of the clothing pieces. You can plan for your purchases. A clear mental image of what you hope to accomplish saves you from making common wardrobe mistakes. Plan sheets help you keep track of each outfit you put together during your own at-home fashion show and at the same time reminds you of other pieces to try. It makes life simpler. Hang it in the closet or tape it on the inside of a closet door for easy reference. Cluster plan sheets include a space for your name and descriptive words about your lifestyle, personal style, the time of year you plan the clothing for, and the occasions where you plan to wear the pieces. Let's look at an example. Jane has planned a cluster around navy blue, burgundy, camel, and ivory in solid colors with tweed, plaid, striped, and paisley print pieces included in the cluster. There is space to note the clothing and the accessory items, with space to note what will work with what, your plans to acquire, and the approximate cost. If you'd like to receive these plan sheets with instructions on how to use them, contact the Consell Institute. You'll find the address and the telephone number at the end of this program. But let's continue now with a fashion show of different clusters put together for several different women. You'll see the cluster guidelines at work. With each cluster, I'll share a few points about the wearer's lifestyle and personal style, points that influenced what went into the cluster. I'll also share fashion information, tips, and hints. Seeing several wardrobe clusters will reinforce your learning and make it easier to apply the guidelines to yourself and to your family. They will also inspire your own ideas. Now, you don't have to like every piece or every cluster. Your least favorite will be someone else's favorite. Just remember that the clothes work for the women wearing them, and think about what would work for you. Watch the program often. Each time you review, you'll pick up points that you missed before. After you've watched a few times, turn the volume down and just look at the clothes in combination. Without words to direct your attention, you can look for personal points of interest, becoming your own narrator as you think through the things that you see. We'll begin with tailored clothing styles, suited to leadership and business activities in a cooler climate. Two different clusters for two different women at different stages in their lives. Both women prefer tailored style classic clothes, and they're both working with teal blue-green. Because clothes and accessories symbolize ways in which we meet our own needs and adapt to our environment, you can expect to see differences in these two cluster groups. Meet Chris. She works full-time in her home and in her community. She's in and out of her car too many times to count. Her clothes have to be durable and easy to care for, but they never look dowdy. She needs to look casual with kids, yet able to command and hold attention among adults. I first noticed Chris in a crowd of thousands. She just looked so sharp. Yes, sharp. It takes makeup for most of us to stand out in a group. I am so proud of the women who participated in 5 Easy Pieces, Parts 1 and 2. Each woman is secure enough in herself that she is willing for you to see the difference that makeup can make, as it enhances appearance, increases visual presence, and expands the range of colors she can wear attractively. Now meet Karen. She has raised her son and is heading back into the workforce. Her professional interests lie in the corporate arena. I've seen Karen appear casual, romantic, and businesslike, depending on the occasion, but it's always with a slight air of sophistication. She laughs and says that she couldn't pull off a sporty girl-next-door look if she tried. She prefers beautifully tailored suits and jackets, paired with softly styled blouses to take away any hard-edge look to the suit. Karen's personal coloring is similar to Chris, but it's less intense. Makeup will really bring out her features. A fine-line brow pencil applied in neat, feathery strokes defines the natural shape of Karen's light-colored brows to frame her eyes. Matte finish eyeshadow is best for business. Brown mascara is more flattering than black on all women except those with equally dark hair. Blush goes across the cheekbones, not close to the nose. And lip color can change as often as you change your clothes. Because both women enjoy music and theater events, we join them at Concert Hall. You'll remember that these women are not professional models. I prefer you to meet women you can relate to more easily. Women who need real-life strategies that help them avoid wardrobe and image problems. Chris chose an excellent pattern in plaid, one that looks fresh even at the end of a hectic day. Blue and green stripes mix in the eye and appear teal, with accent stripes in ivory and red. Each color repeats some aspect of Chris's personal coloring. Her hair, eye, and warm cheek or lip color. In an uncertain economy, a matched suit, be it for casual or dress occasions, it's a high-value investment piece. Chris teams a dependable favorite suit in camel hair with her newer plaid pieces. An attitude of fun comes through in this theme pin. It's painted to match the outfit. Chris's shirt fabric is a medium-weight cotton broadcloth. It's durable enough for life with children. Wearing a theme belt, attention is focused at the waist. The belt coordinates with the pin and the pants, dominant interest in the belt and subordinate interest in the pin. The variety of textures in Chris's hair, clothes, and accessories make this monochromatic outfit and the whole composition more interesting to look at. The suit is in a tailored style. It's excellent for community and leadership activities, yet it looks softer, more approachable in camel hair. I like the way the scarf frames her face. Worn as a muffler, it's easy but effective. The same pieces, paired with a sweater now, appear less formal and still more approachable. Often that's exactly what's needed for community service work and when with your family. A short sleeve sweater in a soft, snuggly blend of silk, nylon, and angora creates a slightly dressier look. It's ideal for concerts in winter. On those occasions, Chris adds teal eyeshadow to complement her eyes and hold attention exactly where she wants it. And we're back to the plaid. 7 easy pieces go a long way. With professional demands that don't quit, your wardrobe has to work as hard as you do. Karen wears a favorite paisley print skirt that provided the color scheme for her cluster. It's not the latest fashion, but that's all right. It's right for Karen, and it works perfectly in the city where she lives. Gold jewelry repeats the gold in the skirt. Working in a corporate environment, Karen is partial to wearing suits. She needs as much professional presence as her male colleagues. That's where a jacket works to a woman's advantage, to increase shoulder size and establish an image of authority. This jacket hangs perfectly and complements her figure. Traditional style and fabric confirm her credibility, while the color signals individuality in the workplace. A matching pin and earrings provide femininity and hold attention up around her face, exactly where it needs to be during business hours. The color scheme is ideal, repeating Karen's personal coloring. The ivory blouse is just a lighter version of her hair color, and the teal repeats her own eye color. Change the blouse, change the lipstick to bring the clothing color up onto the face. Karen can wear large-scale jewelry that would overwhelm a smaller woman. It's an important part of her personal style. With this combination, the longer jacket updates the skirt. The total effect of the unmatched suit is less severe, more approachable. In this outfit, Karen moves easily from the office to dinner or to the symphony. The proportions change here with the long jacket over a short skirt. Attention moves up to the light-colored blouse and jewelry as a focal point. The look is effortless, feels comfortable, and pulls together without a second thought. But let's bring back the black jacket. Wonderful personality piece. Beautiful styling. Karen relies on this fantastic silk scarf to increase interest around her face and soften the look of an otherwise authoritative business suit. With the scarf placed high, it's visible even when Karen is sitting behind a desk or a conference table. It works to draw attention up to her face. Makeup increases her visual presence with color options to choose from. There are many ways to wear a scarf. Loop one hacking style. It's the easiest way I know to wear an oblong scarf. Fold the scarf in half lengthwise, forming a loop in one end. Lay the scarf around your neck and pull both ends through the loop. Pull it as tight as you like. Wear those tails in front or to the side. To jog your memory on ways to wear a scarf, keep a scarf tying booklet handy in your closet. If you have space, keep the sweater that goes with your cluster in the closet where you'll see it and remember to wear it. Simply fold the sweater in half and place the angle, formed at the underarm, around the hook of a hanger. It's that easy. Chris could use another blouse in her cluster. A navy blue blouse or shirt would really increase her options. And Karen's cluster would be more versatile with another blouse as well, maybe a print or a stripe. Another year, another jacket, to update and expand your cluster. Updating makes a statement that you've updated your thinking and your ways of doing things. Here are two jackets that Karen might consider. One is a dressy boucle, and the other a sportive plaid, both with teal in the pattern. The options are endless, but let's go on to another cluster. You won't see matched sets in this cluster, yet each piece is essential to making it work. The colors and fabrics are some of the same as those in most closets, the same blue and white, with cotton fabrics in denim, chambray, knit, and corduroy. Nearly every woman can use a denim skirt in one style or another. It could be full. It might be straight and long or short. You could have a split skirt. We've got options. All of the styles are basic, classic, well, almost all. But it's going to take something special, something out of the ordinary to make this cluster unique and individual, and I'm not going to waste any time in getting to what that is. This cluster isn't for the city sophisticate. It's more in harmony with a woman like Wendy, someone with a casual lifestyle who prefers a sportive look, yet wants a dash of femininity. Wendy has a talent with color and texture, and that's not surprising given the color and texture of her hair. This talent is reflected in her clothing selection and coordination. Red hair, fair skin, and freckles fit together like pieces of a personal puzzle. Wendy's smooth skin doesn't need foundation, and freckles are part of her charm. We don't want to cover them up. A light dusting of powder gets rid of unwanted shine for a soft-looking matte finish. Mascara, blush, and lip color are applied lightly to complement her features, but without taking away from her natural freshness. One something special is this hand-knit sweater. Another is the blouse with that dash of femininity I mentioned. These pieces are wearable art that goes beyond ordinary. Paired with a basic denim skirt, attention stays high on the figure. The cotton linen blend blouse is gorgeous on its own, fashionably feminine with a crocheted collar and full-cut sleeves. Details always make a difference, like these buttons. They're a metallic mix of gold and silver, quite unusual. They make another statement of individuality and artistic personal style. Wendy is certainly a part of the color scheme with these clothes. The blue blouse is in complementary contrast to her vibrant red hair, echoed in the sweater. At the same time, blue repeats her eye color. Add to that, her hair color is carried down into the sweater. It's a gorgeous composition because the person and the clothes relate to one another so completely. The sweater looks like it was made for Wendy, but she's not the only one who could wear it. There are colors here that relate to nearly everyone. The sweater adds elegance to a basic cotton turtleneck. White capri tights look fresh in contrast to the denim skirt, and right because they repeat the color of the shirt. Each of these tops has a place in your life on its own. Here, the image reflects a casual, homey lifestyle and a gentle, unpretentious personal style. The pieces are easy to wear in timeless simplicity. But when you want to look extraordinary, just look what this scarf does to dress up the outfit. The fabric is a woven floral pattern, wonderfully soft and lightweight, so it drapes beautifully. And burgundy repeats her blush and lip color. Play with it a little. Experiment with different ways to fold it, loose and easy. That's how you discover and develop your own personal style. Switch to pants in olive green, inspired by olive green in the sweater. Then carry the color all the way down to your toes. The plush corduroy makes this outfit look almost dressier than the skirt. So dress it up with the scarf. Add a beautiful belt and gently arrange the folds of the scarf. Decide what you're going to wear before you put your makeup on, so the colors are in harmony with the clothes. Olive eyeshadow and burgundy lip color become choices that carry the color scheme up to Wendy's face. Wearing blue, an obvious option is a soft, muted blue shadow. Not bright, it's a blue toned down so it can emphasize the eye color. Enjoy all of your options as you become part of the color scheme with your clothes. You know, I think we all ought to have a grandmother who knows how to knit and crochet like this. But since most of us don't, I suggest you shop around. There are so many beautiful sweaters and lace collar blouses available in stores and catalogs. Find ones you like and consider them investment pieces to pair with these very affordable basics. All makeup plays off the sweater. A beautiful and subtle blue and olive green for the eyes, coral and burgundy for cheeks and lips. Accessories reinforce the color scheme. And this scarf hasn't begun to live up to its potential. Here's a floral pattern with colors to inspire a whole cluster planned around burgundy, green, and ivory. When you work with clusters, you'll get enough ideas to last a lifetime. The next woman you'll meet wears her share of jeans, t-shirts, and sweats on casual occasions, but the clothes in this cluster include pastels and fine fabrics that take her from dressy daytime occasions into evening. Family and friends will recognize these clothes as part of Della's personal style. Her source of inspiration was this pattern of colors in the necklace, pastel tints of green, blue, lavender, and pink. Makeup colors follow suit and play up Della's blue eyes. The simple combination of a wonderful blouse and skirt or slacks is always a great way to look. Each blouse in the cluster has unique detailing. Now, I know you've seen a lot of classic blazer jackets, but the style is what works best for so many women. In this case, Della could have had 2 suits for the price of 1, but the fabric would not have held up as well, and the suits would have quickly lost their shape. While you may have to pay more initially for a high-quality suit, it will end up costing you less than even one cheaper, poor-quality suit. Cost per wearing is what counts. When you wear an investment piece hundreds of times, it gets down to pennies per wearing. Picture perfect, nothing out of place. That, too, is part of Della's personal style. All of the parts and pieces come together as they should. Classic tailored styling speaks up for the well-organized, efficient woman behind the clothes. Even in casual clothes, she's a lady. Skilled in matters of etiquette and entertaining, she's a gracious hostess. Strong personal coloring makes Della striking wherever she goes. But without makeup, she feels her deep-set eyes disappear. Her personal style includes strong eye makeup, softly applied and well blended. Blush brings a glow to her cheeks and adds even more sparkle to her eyes. Lip pencil shapes and fills in lips with long-lasting color. Let's join Della now at home. Della was ready for a softer approach to suit dressing when she purchased this pink wool flannel suit for fall and winter. It's paired here with a silk charmeuse blouse that repeats her hair color. Pearls repeat the color and the shimmer. Gold adds just enough color contrast for interest. The sparkle of jewelry effectively softens the tailored styling of the suit. It's a nice blend of feminine elegance and authority, appropriate for leadership roles within her church and community. Della celebrates her distinctly feminine personal style, set forth in soft colors, fluid fabrics, and patterns. The clothes are monochromatic, one-color dressing from head to toe, again with gold used to add dominant and subordinate points of interest and unite the accessories. The blouse is polyester with a pink-on-pink textural stripe. Here, Della moves from safe to sensational, from monochromatic to an unexpected mix of complementary colors. The sheer crepe weave blouse in a rayon poly blend is interesting from the back as well as from the front. Clothing color is taken up to the face, with earrings in a mix of green and gold, picking up gold in the belt and the bracelet. Separate the jacket and skirt, add slacks, and you can go through the whole series of looks again. With an unmatched suit, the look is less formal than before. Classic pieces like these are timeless. Together they form the core of the most successful wardrobes. A gorgeous handcrafted belt, this one is made of wood and cord with a ceramic centerpiece. Accessories like these are not essential, but they're so nice to have. You can rely on truly unique accessory items to make a strong statement of individuality and creativity. This belt works with each of the blouses. You can save money on a decorative belt by shopping during the end-of-season sales. This one was added to the cluster at half price. Just in case Della tires of any of these pieces, she can always put them away for a season, then bring them out again. It's like getting all new clothes. Or she can add a new accessory. Pattern adds interest to solid colors. It's a nice look changer. You've heard of gold lame, but this is pink lame in a rayon metallic blend. Classic shirt styling looks the same as a casual daytime shirt, but the shimmer of pink lame fabric makes it right for evening. And the earrings aren't to be missed. Pieces of wearable art, they add another note of individuality. Because everything in Della's cluster is light in color, add-ons to expand the cluster might include something darker, like gray flannel trousers or skirt, possibly an entire suit in rich gray. The light gray or an ivory cowl-neck sweater would mix in nicely and give her a whole new set of looks. The next cluster is a bit more unique than some. It started out with this 3-piece set of royal blue cotton knit basics that Ellen wanted to build on for her casual student lifestyle. She already has a good basic coat in black, but she wants something different, something fun. A great costume coat that'll go with all of her knits. She found this jacket instead. Black is an obvious wardrobe neutral to bring into the cluster in a big way. This unitard is called a catsuit. It's not for everyone, but it works for Ellen. Filling the need for something light in contrast to the dark is this white sweater. It came next, and an end-of-season sale yielded this cotton knit dress. It's a wonderful accent, inspired by the colors in the jacket. Ellen has lots of looks in a few easy pieces. Accessories are in much the same colors, both neutral and accent colors. This makes it easy to put together a great-looking outfit in a hurry. Color cosmetics harmonize beautifully. Blue shadow liner adds needed color to the catsuit, complementary contrast to the mustard dress, and brings the blue up onto her face when she wears the knits. Lip color repeats color in the coat. Colors are strong, but Ellen applies them sparingly. Easy Care Comfort ranks high on Ellen's list of values, and that's exactly what knit dressing offers. Easy care and comfortable sophistication at affordable prices and without sacrificing femininity. Her cluster meets the need for pieces that don't take much figuring out. The looks are effortless and come together without a second thought. Ellen's personal coloring is a strong and beautiful mix of dark-light contrast. Her life doesn't allow much time for makeup, and she doesn't want or need much. Her lashes are long and full. Mascara is fine for casual day occasions. Powder blush is quick to apply and subtle, but makes her appear even more vibrant and gives her eyes added impact. Lip color on full lips gives good balance to her hair and eyes. And look at that smile. Ellen looks fantastic in royal blue. If you like the look, choose knits that drape beautifully, yet have enough body to hold their shape. Put on the jacket and watch the blue come out in the pattern. Then notice the wonderful red-blue contrast in the collars that frame her face. Pulling out another color in the pattern, you notice the headband, a popular flashback from the 60s. This one's knotted on top and makes a perfect accent. Switch to pants. Black makes an excellent choice for accessories, for shoes, boots, bags, and gloves. With this outfit, Ellen relies on colored beads and silver jewelry, in keeping with the colors and big silver buttons on the jacket. The catsuit is a natural under the long jacket. The fabric is a blend of cotton, poly, and spandex with a zipper down the front. Here, the silhouette is loose over tight. It makes a perfect first layer under all others. The catsuit is a fashion item, but you get more value for your money when the surprise shape is so simple, so basic, and the color so classic, so neutral. Neckline and sleeves are as classic as they come. With a piece this easy to work with, you have many options. It's a wonderful weekend look, a great way to hang out at home, in town, or on campus. In keeping with Ellen's personal style, there's nothing shy about this combination. Here you see a classic shape, but this time in a surprise color. It takes courage to go from safe to sensational, but it's easy when you have a plan to work from. Look how easily the colors tie the pieces together. Notice how the headband carries the color up around her face. It's great to see someone really enjoy her clothes, and Ellen does, because the clothes work for her. Remember, try what's new on with what you already own. This handcrafted Egyptian cross takes the dress from standard to stand out. And look how well the dress sets off the necklace, and the necklace sets off Ellen. Now she needs to look for a scarf to expand her options, to give her a dressier look. Clothes so easy to pull on or pull over. Everything you need for casual dressing. Ellen's discovered that she likes the look of the jacket belted on the outside. Now that's a look that will lend itself to every outfit we've already seen. In selecting your clothes, think first about lifestyle. Does yours make buying a just-for-fun item sensible, like the brightly colored jacket or the catsuit? Next, check carefully. Since the torso of a catsuit is fixed in length, you don't want to get one that's too long or too short. Add-ons to the cluster could include a short or split skirt, possibly in black, and it might include a pair of pants with a Western influence. From there, I'd add a man-style, oversized shirt to wear with silver collar points. But Ellen can branch out into burgundy as well. Whatever she chooses, Ellen's going to get her money's worth of wear out of this cluster. A woman in business or leadership can seldom afford to be seen as cute or sweet. At 4'11", cute is exactly what our next woman wants to avoid in her clothes. Central to Heather's summer weight cluster is this floral print jacket. The outfit is dominant blue, but not baby blue. The print is floral, but not dainty or frilly. To get the style and the fit that she needs, Heather is willing to spend more money on core pieces like this crisp rayon and linen blend suit. Then she adds, often at sale price, muted wardrobe-neutral colors. They come together in a cluster that's going to give her plenty of options. Her makeup blends beautifully with clothes and accessories. Heather shops for clothes in petite sizes, clothes scaled proportionally shorter to fit. From there, she looks for cluster pieces in basic, more tailored styles to communicate credibility, capability, and confidence. Heather is friendly by nature, but organized, efficient, and able to take charge in any situation. Auburn hair and blue eyes provide color contrast even without makeup. But with her brows brushed smoothly into shape, there's a lift to her expression. Eyeliner applied close to her lashes and blended outward, followed by mascara, strengthens her eye contact with others. Blush and lip color complete a professional presence, with more impact than before. A short-sleeved jacket makes sense in a warm climate and can still communicate authority when the style lines and shape are crisply defined. The pattern in this one inspires colors for the entire cluster. There's olive, rust, mustard, and ivory in the print to pull out and use for other pieces in the cluster. The pattern is medium in size, not so large that it overpowers her petite figure. Blue repeats Heather's eye color. Cinnamon rust repeats her hair color. She's taking her personal coloring down into her clothes. She's definitely part of the color scheme with these clothes. Mustard is not a color that Heather likes to wear. She does like the look of ivory, and it goes with clothes she already owns. An ivory belt finishes this simple combination. The salmon-colored blouse is just a lighter version of cinnamon rust. It complements the smoky blue skirt nicely. Accessories match beautifully from the toes right on up to the earrings, which work to hold attention near her face. Very professional pieces, well suited even in warm weather. Working in a less formal office, Heather includes slacks in her professional cluster. Jewelry gives the outfit added impact, increasing her professional presence. Jewelry is a terrific look changer. So is the scarf. It features colors in the cluster and works to increase visual impact and focus attention near Heather's face. Change the blouse and add seed pearls for a subtle shimmer. A noticeable change in the necklace requires a change in lip color to carry out the color scheme between the clothes and cosmetics. Choose career clothes in more than one length to suit your mood, the time, and the place. Favorite pieces in Heather's wardrobe, they combine nicely with the newer jacket. Heather has options, and that's what clustering is all about. Beautiful choice. Harmony from head to toe. Look how the collar frames her face, and the color brings out her eyes. The ivory belt works fine, particularly with a scarf, but a smoky blue belt definitely goes on the cluster shopping list. Here's a nice mix of light and dark, but tuck the blouse under a half slip so the darker color doesn't shadow through the lighter skirt. End-of-season sales often turn up additional cluster pieces at more affordable prices. It pays to check back. Both belts in the cluster work with these pieces, but then so do all the accessories. Smart shopper. The clutch bag, perfect for evening, is sized to fit in a briefcase or a leather tote bag during the business day. Totally put together. Like most of us, Heather can't afford to buy everything that would work in her cluster. She chooses carefully, loves what she buys, and takes care of it so that it works a long time. It's great to see a cluster work so well. The outfits just keep coming. There are enough looks to take Heather through 6 work weeks in a different outfit every day. Add an ivory pullover sweater to wear under the jacket and over the blouses, and you double the outfits. Add a cardigan and you get a more approachable alternative to a jacket. A designer or brand name collection often meets the definition of a cluster, with separates designed to coordinate beautifully in many different combinations. It might be nice if we could buy into all of the coordinated pieces at once, but most of us can't. In addition, purchasing the whole collection leads to a pre-packaged look. We look identical to anyone else who also buys the entire collection. For practical purposes, it's better to select a few pieces from the collection and add other pieces from other collections or brands that build the cluster to reflect your own personal style, your individuality and creativity, rather than any one designer's. This can also reduce your cost. This is exactly what Della and I did. Without knowing, we bought into the same designer line. The fabric and the print is the same, but the look and the pieces are not. The key to making this cluster work is colors in combination within the print. This warm, inviting coral color repeats warm cheek and lip color. White repeats Della's hair color, and black adds fantastic dark-light contrast that she can compete with because of her own strong personal coloring and makeup. Gold jewelry brings the touch of gold in the fabric print up near her face. Della chose rayon and silk sophistication for dinner, concerts, and art events with her husband. These classic pieces, purchased at end-of-season sale, become more affordable. Don't ever hesitate to buy on sale if the bargain is right. No bows or logos on these clothes. They whisper style instead of screaming fashion. They reflect the woman who wears them. I, too, have a great combination in skirt or pull-on pants and jacket for dinner and theater events. This, by the way, is a wonderfully easy care rayon fabric. It's another good rayon. Scrunch it, pack it, not a wrinkle in it, never. And with my schedule, that's a bonus. I'm a soft touch for a beautiful pattern. This print with 2 shades of coral works for me too, but I chose the comfort of cotton knits for more frequent, casual occasions with my family and friends. Call it coral, mango, poppy, or paprika, the color repeats my warm cheek and lip color and contrasts nicely with my hair. It's a very wearable color for everyone. The trend has turned to leaving the turtleneck collar up, but down is always an appropriate way to wear the collar on this classic cotton knit dress. Add the jacket and belt it into shape. Blouse the fabric evenly all the way around. It works. The silver buckle adds a surprise element and creates a great focal point. A matched suit or set of clothes is a smart purchase, particularly if you find it with both skirt and pants. Notice how the fabric hangs and moves so gracefully. Just what's needed for a flared skirt. These clusters are predominantly dark. They could still use something in the way of a light or white blouse. And I'm sure that you, depending on your own personal style, can think of something I haven't even considered yet. The point is, no 2 clusters need ever look alike. But I want to spend a few precious minutes on a topic that's important to me and possibly to someone else you know. You see all this curly hair? It's naturally curly. Lucky me, you say? Well, there was a time when I didn't have any hair at all. You see, I've had breast cancer, and chemotherapy made my hair fall out. It altered the hair follicles, causing the new hair to come in curly. Believe me, I'll take a perm any day. Learning to live with a mastectomy wasn't that traumatic. But when I lost my hair, I needed a look changer of a different sort. I needed a new look that would allow me to look good, feel good, get better, and get back into life. This is one of the looks I liked for casual occasions. I'm working with a cotton scarf and a headband for added lift up on top. Here, I'm working with a long scarf in a very soft rayon. Cross over the ends and back and begin to twist. twist both sides almost all the way down. Get a firm hold on both ends and wrap them up. Behind your ears, across the top of your head, and back down. Tie the ends in back and spread out the tails. There, now you've got a look that'll work for both casual or dress occasions. Now I've got on the world's longest stocking cap. Start from high on top of the head and begin twisting. Twist about 2/3 of the way down. Form an angle at center back and wrap around once. Adjust the cap so it feels secure. And twist some more. Wrap and adjust. Twist and tuck under the end in back. Then press into shape, and you're ready to go. Clothing is a wonderful resource, so use it to your advantage to meet your particular needs and put you in charge of your life. Think of your clothing as an investment, not only in the tangible garments you buy, but also in the intangible effects they have on you, affecting the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, and the way others react or respond to you. It's a valuable resource that helps you maintain a positive self-concept, boosts self-esteem and self-confidence, improves self-presentation, and project a positive message to others. This in turn leads to success in all of the areas of your life. And now I want to talk about options. Options suited to your success and well-being. That's what clustering is all about, with 5 to 8 easy pieces picked to meet your needs and preferences. Clothes that let you fashion yourself after no one else but you. A resource that you can control, use, and make it work for you as you work to make your dreams and goals come true in your home, the community, and the workplace. Let's review the cluster guidelines that make the strategy work. Find a wonderful pattern, a print, stripe, or plaid to inspire the color scheme of your cluster. Plan for 5 to 8 easy pieces of clothing, top and bottom pieces. Select pieces that are basic, simple in style, line, and shape. Select pieces that go together. They work with at least 2 other pieces. Select pieces that are distinctly different from one another. They're not alike. Select accessories that go with the clothes. Basic accessories first. Gradually expand your cluster to meet all of your wardrobe needs, or create several smaller clusters for your separate roles and varied occasions. And to review the color guidelines, remember to become part of the color scheme with your clothes and cosmetics. First, repeat and take your personal coloring down into your clothing. Second, repeat and take a clothing color up onto or near your face. Now it's your turn to put what you've seen into practice, to adapt the cluster concept to your own lifestyle, your personal style, and your purse. Armed with the cluster guidelines, it's your turn to put together a cluster of clothes that works for you. And remember, this strategy works for everyone in the family as well. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the longer it will be before you can start to enjoy the benefits of clustering. Start with what's in your closet, with a favorite piece of clothing or a favorite accessory. Look through a few magazines and catalogs to help you create your plan. Create a personal style file if you like. Scout your local stores and look in stores in areas where you travel. You'll discover an infinite variety of colors, styles, and fabrics to choose from. Clustering is functional and fun. Using the cluster guidelines you've learned in this program, you can reap the rewards of dressing well, dressing to meet your needs and goals. You'll be hooked for life.
Watch for the release of other programs in the Concel Show Me How series of image management video books, including the 60-minute Wardrobe Workout. You'll get essential details and see exciting demonstrations on a dozen wardrobe strategies guaranteed to work for you as you develop and fine-tune your own wardrobe and personal appearance. We'd like to hear from you. If you have questions, would like more information, or if you'd like to schedule Judith for consulting or conventions, write to the Concel Institute of Image Management, Post Office Box 7052, University Station, Provo, Utah 84602, or call 801-224-1207. For more information, ideas, hints, and helps, be sure to see Look Changers and learn how you can change the look of a basic shirt or skirt to meet your needs for the many moods and occasions in your life. If you haven't already seen 5 Easy Pieces Part 1, don't wait. You'll increase your understanding of the entire cluster concept by seeing each guideline introduced one at a time.